Welcome back to another episode. Now, a few of you have been sliding into my DMs on Instagram, asking about dimensions because they actually want to copy what I'm doing. So I'll take this opportunity to do a rundown of the last episode and give a few dimensions of the frame I made. Now, I'm sure I'll take a copyright hit for this, so let's talk about measurements. This frame is 190 top to bottom, width outer 585, width of tubing 25, back to this point 511 mil, here to here is 101. Made this little step bit just so it can clear now it's low. When you put it in, you can see it's really strong. Now for that intro you love so much. Since the last episode, a few things have happened, starting with some paint. There it is. It's black. I've also added some rubber feet to the bottom so it doesn't scratch the vinyl floor every time I sit on it. And I've also welded on this extra rail here to support the removable midsection, which will be made in the foreseeable future. I also had to modify the battery tray a little bit so that the frame would actually clear it. And I've put in a brand new deep cycle battery. I also replaced the starting battery, because why not? Now going back to the frame, you'll probably notice it looks a bit shorter than before, because it is. I decided to knock off 50mm, because my head was hitting the roof, so now hopefully it'll be at a more suitable height. And due to it being lower, it was fouling on this bracket here. So I made a little step in the bar work so that it clears this and runs behind. And now it pretty much fits like a piece of Lego. It almost doesn't even need bolting down. Almost. So what's on the menu for today? Carpentry. So now that it's bolted into position somewhat, I can offer up the wooden panels and start finishing off the bedside. Now I may or may not have done a bit of behind the scenes preparation for this. So here it is. Now isn't that marvellous? I've also added these little hook things so I can tether the sofas to them. Now the plan for today is going to be to make the cupboards for that side of the car. I'm going to do this by making 3 little cupboard things. 2 of them are going to be used for storage, and one of them will be in the area of the battery box, so you can open it to gain access. So if you're sitting comfortably, then we can begin. Well, isn't that lovely? Now I'd better make these cabinet doors and some wooden panels for either end of the sofa bits. Are you satisfied now? Now, after all that, does it fit? Yes. So now all that tedium's done, I'm left with something that I might be able to sleep on if I was feeling particularly fruity. I think the height's quite good now, because I can sit upright. My head just touches the roof if I'm sat upright, but it's as close as it's going to get. I've now got a couple of cupboards in here for storage, which are held closed with little magnetic clasps. And so far, everything seems to be coming along quite nicely. I'm yet to attach the sofas permanently, but that's a case of literally applying 2 clips. Because when I do the electrical setup, they'd have to come out again anyway. but you've got that to look forward to in a few episodes' time. In the next episode, I make a place I can put my feet. You just spent this long watching someone make furniture poorly.